Hello, here's a beginner's guide to multiplication, and I just want to show you a little trick for how you can use skip counting to make it easier for yourself. So, when you see multiplication, does it make you feel like this? Like it's overwhelming, like you don't know how to do it, you don't even know where to start? Well, you've come to the right place. I want to show you why you should learn multiplication and how you can think about it in your head to make it easier. So first thing we should ask ourselves, why learn multiplication at all? It's too hard. What's the point? Well, I'm going to show you with this word question how it can save you a lot of time. So let's read this. Bobby has a birthday party and invites 6 of his friends. His mom wants to give Bobby and his friends 4 tacos each. How many tacos should she cook? So there's a few different ways you could answer this. You could add, but I'm going to show you why multiplying can save you a lot of time. So first thing you should do is figure out how many kids are at the birthday party. So he invites 6 of his friends, but don't forget Bobby is there too. So 6 plus 1, we know there's 7 kids at the party. And how many tacos each? They're going to have 4 each. So 7 kids at the party, each one gets 4 tacos. How many tacos should mom cook? Well, with adding, you could do it 2 different ways. So if you know each kid gets 4 tacos and there's 7 of them there, you could add 4 7 times. 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yikes, that doesn't look very nice, but it does work. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. She should cook 28 tacos. Or you could add 7 4 times. 7 friends each. Each one gets 4. 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7. It looks a little nicer. 7, 14, 21, 28. So we get the same answer, and it is the right answer, but look at this. 7 times 4. 7, 14, 21, 28. Okay. Do you see how multiplication can make things a lot easier and a lot quicker? So I'm going to show you how I used my skip counting to help me here. 7, 14, 21, 28. Let's just skip counting. Skip counting and multiplication go hand in hand. So let's take a look at a few more examples. And we're just going to do twos, fives, and tens today. Okay, and we'll start with our twos. And over here, we have our skip counting numbers for twos, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And I'll show you how to use this to help you solve these multiplication questions. So let's start with the first one, 2 times 0. Now here's a rule in multiplication I need you to remember. Any number times 0 is always going to be 0. 2 times 0 is 0. 5 times 0 is 0. 1,000,000 times 0 will be 0. Next question, 2 times 1. Here's another rule for multiplication. Any number times 1 will be the same number. So 2 times 1 is still 2 because we're skip counting by 2 one time. So I'm skip counting by 2 over here, and here's 1. It's just 2. Okay. Any number times 1 is the same number. 2 times 1 equals 2. 5 times 1 equals 5. 1,000,000 times 1 equals 1,000,000. Okay, let's do the next one. 2 times 2. So I want you to think about it like I'm skip counting by 2 times. So let's look at our skip counting here. 1, 2. So 2 times 2 equals 4. 2 times 3, I'm skip counting by 2 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 6. You see what I'm doing here? Next one, let's do this in our head. 2 times 4, so I'm skip counting by 2 4 times. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2 times 5, skip counting by 2 5 times. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And when I do this, I use my fingers. There's nothing wrong with doing that. I do it all the time. I have my hand out and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now I've got 5 fingers up. Next one, 2 times 6. I'm skip counting by 2 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 times 6 will be 12. You see the pattern? You see what we're doing here? 2 times 7, skip counting by 2 7 times. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 2 times 8, skip count by 2 8 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 times 8 equals 16. And 2 times 9, I think you can see it's going to be 18. Okay, it's just skip counting. When you're just learning about it, it's a good way to think about it. And it's okay to use your hands, use your fingers. I do it all the time. Okay, now let's move on to fives. Same thing, just a bigger number. Okay, so do you remember the rule I said about a number times 0? 5 times 0 will equal 0. Any number times 0 equals 0. Do you remember the rule for 1? 5 times 1 will equal 5. Any number times 1 is the same number, or you can think about it like this. I'm skip counting by 5 one time. 1. So 5 times 1 is 5. Now it's the same thing as before. Skip counting by 5 2 times. 5, 10. 5 times 2 equals 10. Same thing. Skip counting by 5 3 times. Now I'm going to use my fingers. 5, 10, 15. And you know what? Let's go to this bottom one so we're not cheating. I'm going to skip count by 5 9 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 times 9 equals 45. Now let's do 5 times 6, but with our fingers. I'm going to skip count by 5 6 times. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5 times 6 equals 30. And we'll go back to 5 times 4. Skip count by 5 4 times. 5, I should say 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 times 4 equals 20. 5 times 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 5 equals 25. And you can see the pattern. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's why it's so important to practice your skip counting, because it really is multiplication. That's what you need to know. Skip count by 5 7 times with your fingers. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And last one, skip count by 5 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5 times 8 equals 40. Okay, last one, we're going to do the tens. And same rule as before. Oh, let me try that one more time. I'm writing on a smart board right now, so it's a little bit funky. There we go. Okay. Oh, I missed a piece. Okay, so now we're going to do tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Same thing as before. I hope you're starting to see the pattern and understand the rules. Okay, do you remember the rule for 0? 10 times 0, any number times 0 equals 0. 10 times 1, any number times 1 is the same number. 10 times 2, I'm going to skip count by 10 2 times. 1, 2. 10 times 2 equals 20. Let's go down to 5. I'm going to skip count by 10 5 times, and let's use our fingers this time. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 10 times 5 equals 50. And then with 10, there is the little trick of you can just add a 0 to the number that you're multiplying. For example, 10 times 7, I'm going to write a 7 and add a 0. Let's just double check that we were right. So 10 times 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got it. Let's do the same thing here. 10 times 9, I'm just going to add a 0 after the 9. 10 times 9 is 90. So then 10 times 8 would be 80. 10 times 6 would be 60. And now this time, let's use our fingers again. 10 times 4, skip counting by 10, 4 times. 10, 20, 30, 40. And 10 times 3, let's use our trick with adding a 0. So 10 times 3, all I got to do is add a 0 after the 3, and it's a 30. Okay, I hope this video helps you learn multiplication and learn the tricks, and I hope it lets you see that you need to learn your skip counting if you're really going to learn this stuff. And if you remember one or two things from this video, remember that any number times 0 is going to equal 0. And any number times 1 is going to equal the same number. Okay, I hope this helped you. And remember, multiplication is your friend. It makes things easier. It might be hard to learn at the start, but it will save you so much time. Okay, thank you for watching. Mission accomplished. Good job. Okay, adios. Au revoir.